Welcome back and thanks for staying with us. The Public Accounts Committee, PAC, has sought to assert its authority by voting to summon Chief Executive Officer of the University Hospital of the West Indies, Fitzgerald Mitchell, to appear. But it was the revelation by Jamaica Customs that the declaration for tax exemption for two companies was granted under the signature of a former CEO after he parted ways with the UHWI, which left members stunned. We have the details in this report.
At the last sitting of the Public Accounts Committee examining the Auditor General's report into the misuse of the UHWI tax exemption status, three persons to include former CEO Kevin Allen and CEO Fitzgerald Mitchell were invited to answer questions into the findings. Mr. Mitchell agreed to appear, but on Tuesday he was absent. As for Mr. Mitchell, PSC Chairman Julian Robinson read a letter from his attorney explaining that he would not appear before the committee, a matter which members have taken issue with.
I find particularly related to Mr. Mitchell his absence and the absence of any formal documentation indicating why he's not here to be contemptuous of the PAC and the Houses of Parliament. Given the very serious issues that have been raised in the Auditor General report, and given that he is the Chief Executive Officer of the hospital.
I don't think that is acceptable.
Right.
I think the person must appear, and if they can take advice from their lawyer as to specific questions that
they may not wish to answer.
Yes.
Right.
And so, the committee voted to have him summoned to appear. That aside, representatives from the Jamaica Customs Agency were in the hot seat on Tuesday as members of the committee sought clarity on a number of issues, to include who were the signatories on some declaration which granted tax exemption.
Are you in a position to say which ones were signed and by whom? Which CEO?
The Jack Dens declaration was signed by CEO Kevin Allen. Supreme Laundry's declaration was also signed by Mr. Allen. However, what we noted was that he demitted office in 2022, and the declaration was for the period 2023 to 2024. So he would no longer be in office when that declaration was signed. So we surmised that they had some pre-signed special declarations that were being used.
Your conclusion then is that there would have been pre-signed declarations that may have been blank, that would have been provided to a broker to bring stuff in on behalf of the university hospital?
Well, it's a reasonable assumption given the fact that the CEO was no longer there, and this shipment came pretty much a year after he has left.
Very dangerous practice.
Meanwhile, the committee also learned that some of the missing procurement records that were reportedly misplaced at the UHWI have been located. Acting CEO Eric Hosen provided details.
We have now located 8 more missing files. One was found just yesterday. We did inform the Auditor General about 7, and we have an additional 1. The total of these 8 contracts is 65 million.
Where were those files found? Just out of interest to me.
In the storage area, in the procurement area, in filing rooms.
So we hadn't looked in that area before?
There was a search in that area, and we asked for them to continue and to look even further